Hello, everybody. Everyone that's subscribed or just tuning in. If this is your first time, this is going to be an interesting one for you, okay? Something we don't do a lot of, and we lack it probably because I'm a rowing specific person, okay? But there's a lot of you out there that are gym goers, you know a little bit about weight training, shitload more than I do. But we tend to not do the light, correct me if I'm wrong, the plyometric stuff on the rowing machine, okay? It's a full body workout, the best in the world, absolutely the best full body workout in the world in one machine. But we do a lot of power strokes, but we don't do the opposite, okay? So we don't look for speed. So that's what we're going to do today, a little bit. We're going to do both, okay? So I've done this before a few times in training, for shits and giggles, really. And it's a real interesting one. So bear with me while I explain it. You can warm up while we're doing it. I've already done my warm up. Probably going to get some sweat coming through on the chest in a second. Okay, so hear me out. It's 19 1-minute pieces by 30 seconds off. Okay. Now what we do is we start. Now it works really well for me because I start bang on 5. Okay. Now wherever your drag factor starts, divide the top piece into 6. Okay, so if you're down, if you're down a bit lower, just figure out where your segments are going to be so that because what we're basically going to do is we're going to do the first one, explain it really easy on this one. The first one for me is on 5, then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and back to 5, 19 pieces. Okay, got that? So what we're doing is we're starting on normal. It's getting heavier, it's getting heavier, it's getting heavier, it's getting to its heaviest. Coming back down, and we feel less, less, less. We go through our normal drag, and then so you're coming down all the way. So after you get down to that 5, there's obviously another 4. So wherever your bottom one is, whether it's high or low, then you've got to segment that into 4, okay? If you are right up and training on 8s or something like that, yes, if the drag factor in your training on is like 170, that's fine. You're just going to have to do 6 of them above there and then come back down, okay? So just figure out how much you move each one. And then so basically we get all the way back down, and we don't do it enough, but when you put it back onto 1, it is so fast. We're going to have to be really good to pick up the front. We're going to have to be technically really good, and it's like an accelerated push, and it's going to go real fast, okay? So 2 things on this. Good warm up because we don't want to blow your back when we get up to those real heavy stuff. So if you've got a bit of a niggle, don't do it. Or if you want to do it, I'm not telling you to do it. Just manage yourself very well, okay? All of these are at 24 rate, okay? So it's pretty free, it's pretty open, it's only a minute, it's 24 strokes, and yeah, so it's moving a bit more than just training pace. So we've got a bit more speed and a bit more momentum generated, even at the heavy stuff, okay? But if you've done it before, or even if you chuck it down onto 1 for your warm-up and hit 24, man, it's just going to disappear underneath you, okay? Like a rocket. And because we've been up so heavy, every time we come down, it's going to just feel lighter and lighter and quicker and quicker and quicker, and we're going to be faster and faster and faster on it. So we're going through high, heavy, powerful, back down to super quick and speedy, real fast leg speed. Then we come back up, so it's going to get slightly heavier, slightly heavier, slightly heavier, back onto normal drag that you'd be doing for training pace. And that last piece that we do is going to be at 28 rating. Boom, okay? So we free it up, have a real good just last minute, boom, we're done, okay? So let's set up our machine, ready to rock and roll. Should be nice and easy to do. I've been trying to watch some rugby on my iPad, but the old internet's not playing ball today. So I'm going to just double check to see if I can get it back on. Oh, yeah, there we are, nice. Yeah, so So we just set our machine. Where are we? So we're doing intervals, and we're just doing intervals time. So it's 1 minute, we leave that as it is, and then we do the 30 seconds. Okay, so there's not a lot of rest. It's going to be a little bit of time. The other thing too, because I'm not flexible, you either have to reach forward to flick that up to where you want it. You might have to take out a hoof and put it up to where you want. So we're going to finish the minute, and we're going to have to move it relatively quickly because that 30 seconds is going to disappear before we know it. Okay, so figure out how you're going to do it. I'm probably frowned upon, I guess, because but see, I can just do that and tap it up to where I want it. So I'm going to try and do that relatively quickly and get it into the right place, and then I'm ready to go. Oh shit, it started. I'll have to reset that. Yeah, so just figure out how you're going to do it, because you're going to have to do it while we like in our rest period. So it's not going to be much rest by the time we've bloody changed some stuff around, that's for sure. Okay. But all in all, this is going to be a pretty cool little workout. It's going to just teach you a little bit about yourself, about the pickup of the speed of the rowing machine. And you'll just get the feeling between that power stroke and the super fast light stroke. Okay, no resistance. We go from high resistance to no resistance. And the flywheel is just spinning because all the air is just trapped inside it. And it's just going, so when you try and pick up the gear, it's like, whew, you better be on me or you're going to miss, okay? And that's one thing, that training on that low stuff is actually, this is a rowing specific one here, doing that actually for some pieces is really good if you're rowing in like an 8 or a quad, because once you get that going, that boat is going underneath you real fast, okay? And you're not only trying to put some real good power into it, the boat is flying, okay? So sometimes in that, it's actually really beneficial to do 10 minutes of just trying to pick it up as quick as you can, because that thing's moving and you've got to learn how to do it. So I'm going to do that here on the Ute today, and I hope I've explained everything. 19, 1 minute on, 30 seconds off. We go up 6. So you start on your first mark and then you go 5 above. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And then we come back down 9. So I'm on the markers, so it's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th, we boom, 28. Okay? So I'm hoping I don't lose my place. I shouldn't do if I'm having to move the flywheel. So here we go. Good pressure. I don't want max. I don't want you like really smashing it, but I want a real solid push and a real solid rhythm so you feel it, but you're working for your goods. Okay. All right. Here we go. So ready. First one. 24 rate on your normal training drag factor. Here we go. Go. Good push. Strong, but in a good rhythm. Good. So adjust your flywheel. So then we should have 20 seconds to get ready for the next one. Here we go, building into it. Now, good press. Feel that extra weight and the push in the lower back. Keep it long, length of stroke. Quicker you change, more rest you get. So as it starts to get heavier, you'll feel that connection, feel the core, sitting tall, more of a hang. Right, building. Now, feel that resistance on the drive. Good. Long arms. Both feet. Nice. So you should feel that difference. You know, that really does feel heavy in that initial part. You can't quite create that acceleration. So it's really like trying to lift a heavy weight off the floor. Right, building. Now, the long, feel the pack up, length, hang. Good. Feel it. Resistance. So second to last change on the way up. After this one, smash it right to the top. Now, ladies, older gentlemen, if you're really struggling, maybe not go as high, or else just drop the rate a little bit, okay? Here we go. Now, feel it. That's heavy. Lock and push. Remember, legs, driving.
Good. That's it. Connect the arms and the legs. Nice. Still trying to swing. All the way. So this one's going to be heavy, real hard. And we want the hang, but every stroke's going to feel like we're starting from scratch. Okay? So be careful if you're not used to it. Here we go. Now, you still want to create that momentum. Resist the temptation to pull with the arms. Remember, legs are stronger. Back stronger than your arms. Legs and back. Handles are connected. Arms are connected. Yeah, that's it. Good. Can't get that one down. Don't even feel like I've got time for a drink. That's fine. Okay, remember what we're trying to do here. Remember what we're trying to achieve and work towards. Good pressure. It's only a minute. Here we go. Now, should feel a little bit easier. Still heavy. Not as heavy. Good. Feel the feet. Push. Good. So, didn't feel as heavy, then create more acceleration. Let's feel the next one. Same again, it gets lighter. Feel the body. Now, rhythm. Round the front. Good. Good carry. Legs, body. Nice. So it's starting to get a little bit easier. It's going to get real easy as we go through this next block. Building. Look for the rhythm. Now. Swing. Move the hands. Flow. Carry with the body. Now we're back around our normal pace. A little bit heavier than normal, so use that. Here we go. Firm. Now. Good. Feel the body weight off the legs. Think about the front turn. It's going to become really crucial in about 3 minutes time. More than now. Still crucial. Good breathing. Sitting tall. My watch is a bit loose. Too much sweat. Probably lost a bit of weight in the arms actually. Plus my handle's getting sweaty. Not ideal. Okay. Building. Here we go. Back to our normal pace. Now. Feel the rhythm. It's going to feel weird from where we've been. Not too heavy, not too light. Easy flow. Good. Speed. So now we come one under what we normally do. One segment. One of 4 segments. So estimate from what you do. 4th one's going to be flat on the bottom. So here we go. Boom. Building. Now. Feel it. Light. Feel the flywheel. Remember the pickup. Important. Sitting tall, elastic length. Good. Down another one. Now we're going to really feel some speed. If you haven't done this sort of thing before, front end, feel the pickup. Now, so we're going to give it time. So fast. Pick it up from there. Not snatch. Relax forward. Good. Sorry about that. Might find it hard to hit your splits. Okay, 2 more down. Second to last. Way down. Feel how quick it is, you know, like trying to hold the speed. It's quite difficult. Here we go. Now, and of course, it's holding it back on the recovery so we don't overrate. That's the key to get the front. Change, feel the load, push. Arms long, they have to be. No way you can pull at this speed. All the way. So this one's going to be really, really interesting if you haven't done it before. You've got to hold back the slide, but then we've got to pick the front. Because it just feels like we want to rate and rate and rate, but we're controlling. Here we go. Now, long arms. Connect. Push, hang, swing. So, back up. 4 more. So 4 more. 3 in between and getting back to your normal training pace. Here we go, firm. Now, go. Do that little bit of extra hang off the front. Back up, do the feet. Good. So felt a little bit more pressure. This one will be a little bit more again. Remember, long arms. Here we go. Firming. 5 seconds. Go. Give it time. Bodies, lats, oh, second to last. It's the last one at 24. Should be feeling worn down a little bit because of the change in what you've done with the muscles. Focus there. Firming. Here we go. And go. Long arm. Push. Good hang. Hang. Armpits. Okay. I'm getting tired. I don't know if it's just me, Busy week. Long nights. Okay, 28 rating. Back on our original drag, normal drag. We do everyday pieces on. Here we go, firm. Building. Now, move the hands. Just feel the rhythm. Move the hands. Sit back. Good. Both feet. "30 seconds. Now, push. "10 seconds. Rhythm. Really good. Hit your menu when you can. Save it into the background. Whew. Nice. I actually started feeling a bit of cramp in the legs after that. I thought it would happen. You know, the difference between working hard and powerfully versus light and speedy, completely different way your muscles are going to work, right? So when it's going light and speedy, there's not much, you're trying to put watts behind it, but it's so light, you know, and so the muscles are way more fast twitch. Whereas what you're doing now, and the heavy stuff is really slow and powerful, you know, but such a difference. We haven't done a lot of it because a lot of people don't use it. They don't like the, well, there's a time and a place for it. You know, generally people are using these machines to push good numbers. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Not wrong, okay? So people find ways to push really good numbers, but people forget about the multitude, the whole spectrum of workout that can happen by using this machine, okay? And we've just done a little bit of it right there. And now some really cool ones to do, which we can try it right now actually, in a warm down situation, okay? So it's not going to be too difficult. Feet out, back on one, okay? We might not, it'll be different than if we were doing a workout, but this is such a massive way to engage the core because you can only really work from about here to there. Because if you go right through to the finish, your feet come off, you lose a bit of stability at the back. So we want to be, you know, so you just give it a little bit of speed now, you'll notice what the feeling is, okay? So we'll continue that actually. Might just take the pressure off it a bit, but still, because it's so fast, but then you're coming to a halt there. Normally we've got our feet in our straps, which hold us in position. Okay, so try it again. A little bit more acceleration. See what the feet do. They're going to come up a little bit. They're going to lose the foot stretcher slightly, but the core should help with momentum back forward. Okay? And that just is a really simple exercise of rowing. So now if we go back to normal with feet out, it still feels like towards the finish we've got more weight right on the feet all the way through, okay? They're completely, again, if we went up to 10, but this is where this machine is bloody amazing, because full body workout, okay? Do so much on it. You can do infinite times, infinite type of distances, all at different drag factors, feet in, feet out, you name it, okay? And sometimes, I understand, and seeing some really good comments online, I'm motivating you to get back on the row machine. Awesome, okay? Yes, it's amazing fitness. Excuse my language, but we know how much benefit we can get out from doing this, 20 minutes, half an hour a day, longer if you want to really start pushing it, okay? The benefits you're going to get from it are incredible, okay? If you haven't got much time and you're like, shit, I know I need to do a workout, but I just don't have time. I've got 10 to 15 minutes. So, excuse my language again, crikey. Do a session with feet out, okay? 10 minutes. You got 10 or 12 minutes to do the row. Try and get into your zone doing feet out, and I guarantee you, because what you got to do is you can feel that part there, okay? And then, of course, as you come here, if you drive it back, your feet come off, and then you're like, oh, I've got to pull myself forward. So when we're here, we're using the core, engage, feel the hands come around, feet, weight back on the feet, and then we're like, sweet. Okay, and we've got to create that momentum by the core. Okay, the core, not slouching trying to get it. We engage, and it's almost engaging around, okay? And we feel the thing on the feet. And if you want a good ab workout, that's it, okay? So you've done a little bit of fitness, you've done some really good muscle work, which can translate into it. And yeah, like 10 minutes. If you've got 10 minutes, just do it. Just jump on, just start warming up, and then get into it. So you click through 10 minutes, you might go, sweet, I've got 2 or 3 more minutes, and then I've got to get out, get ready to go wherever I'm going. Bang, 12, 13, 14 minutes, whatever you can stretch out of it. Do an exercise, something simple like that. 2 birds with 1 stone. You're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You're doing an amazing core workout, which is harder than what we normally do on the machine. Plus you're getting a little bit of fitness, stability, like the whole works, okay? So, love to hear your thoughts on that. Have you done it before? If not, what do you think about it? Because it is a really, really difficult and interesting thing to do. Not really done enough. We did, for a while with our coach back in the early days, we did a lot of sessions, like full, like training, 45 minutes to an hour on drag 1 or 2. For that basic reason that you've got to pick up the front really quickly. You've got to be smooth on the turn, but you've got to be really quick. And it's like what happens when you're out in the water at a little bit higher rate, that if the boat goes underneath you and you miss the front, you lost the stroke, okay? So same sort of mentality in that, and yet it's just the fact that you're only doing it at sort of 20 rate, okay? So even if you want to have a play one day, just go down to 20 rate at that 1, and then really see what it's like. It's difficult, man. It's really difficult. And so, but if you can do it right at that, and you can pick it up and then really punch it, you just do like 5 minutes on that, and then go back to your normal, and then go, wow, this is massively different. Go back to that 5 minutes at the low, and then back to normal, 20 minutes, done, okay? So there's so much different things like that we should be looking at in terms of how do you make your erg faster, okay? Power strokes,
endurance, like aerobic, anaerobic, the mixtures, the high intensities, the anaerobic threshold, all of it comes under what you're trying to achieve as a person, okay? Even if you're just trying to do weight loss or just general fitness, you know, you can just chug away at it, but you throw in some rate stuff, boom, all of a sudden the heart's beating, it's getting up, it's getting used to it, it's waking up, it's creating more metabolism, you know, speeding it up. And then if you're just on here for your CrossFit, you know, and you guys are doing short things, you know, anywhere from 1 to 4 minutes or whatever, then yeah, you still want to be doing some long stuff to get fit, to have the cardio side of things. But then at the same time, you want to be able to rate so that if you've got to cover the most distance in, say, 4 minutes, you know, like, you know, the Invictus guys do 4-minute workout, a 1 minute and a 4 minute. You want to cover the most distance in that time. So you've got to learn about rate. You've got to learn about still being endurance at 4 minutes, because if you go out too hard, you're going to die, you know, and if you don't go out hard enough, you're never going to make up the time. So that's what we're doing here. And all of these different workouts, they all mean something. They've all got a fantastic benefit. And I'm just, you know, I'm glad you're all following along and doing it. Okay, awesome. Keep a watch out. Keep searching for Sensei. It's going to be an amazing app. It's going to be coaching. I'm going to be coaching you on it. You're going to be getting feedback, live feedback. Okay, it's going to be a pretty awesome thing. And it's already a pilot thing out there. So App Store, a Sensei, ASENSEI. Have a look at it. Right, awesome. Okay, thanks guys. Locked and loaded. I've watched my rugby. The Warriors won. Rugby league. Right, so thanks a lot guys. Tune in. See you again next time. And I may have a day off tomorrow because it's Saturday and I want to be here.